And this particular question was, did God really kill animals to clothe Adam and Eve, or did he create new skins for this purpose? Now, this is one of these questions where people are not real sure of God's character, because in order to deliberately produce new skins for that purpose, it sort of, to me, makes God sound a bit deceptive. Why would he do that when it just says that he clothed Adam and Eve using animal skins or using skins? It doesn't, the word animal is not there, but the word skins means animal in any other context where you read about it in the Bible. So it's very clear that God used animal skins. Now, why did he do that? Well, it wasn't because there was a technical problem in terms of, well, fig leaves aren't big enough or you haven't sewn them together. Here's a better way of clothing yourself. Maybe you could make some grass skirts or something like that. No, the problem wasn't the what resources there were available, or a comment about Adam and Eve's dressmaking ability. The problem was the actual substance of what the coverings were meant to be. And it does clearly say skins. And John, I gather you've actually got an example.
I certainly do, Diane. So if you wanted to give me the whole screen, I'll just put this up for people to see. Okay, so there is a nice skin. Now, I've kept animals and I've skinned them because they don't taste all that good if you leave the skin on. But this one here, which is a lovely fur, prepared and tanned, some of you will see it's a deer, tail still on, and deliberately given to me by a hunter so we could use it in churches to illustrate both the beauty of the skin and how to tan things. An ancient art. You can use tea leaves or tannin or some other unmentionables we won't talk about today. But in reality, it would cover. You would use it for covering, particularly the furry ones you'd use for covering because of the cold. But in reality, you will find that when you do this, the first time I ever skinned an animal, I'll be honest, it was messy. It was bloody. It was, well, filthy, and it was sad because here's an animal that I had known for quite a while that, yes, I'd had to untangle from catches and things like that. And now I'd put a knife through its throat and I now had to, yes, that's horrid, isn't it? Now, when you want to prepare a skin, all of these things are involved. And the first thing you notice, you put that knife through its throat. Why? Because it will bleed, and it will bleed out really, really quickly. You're not trying to be cruel. You're just trying to get this over and done with as soon as possible. So, Diane, skinning, yes, any hunter will tell you that there's sometimes some smooth ways, some cool. After a while, you learn you can hold a rabbit at one end and pull its skin off the other. You might find that hard to believe, but it slips off. If you cut around the throat, it will just slip right off. But in reality, you'll find that it's still messy. When I've showed skinned animals to some of my friends, they go, ah! Both the skin offends them and the animal's body with bloody gore on it, that offends them too. So you need the context here to understand what God is actually doing and what the significance of it when it comes to, well, Diane's going to be talking about without the shedding of blood. So Diane,